The exact moment I realized I would never truly belong in my own family happened 3 days before Christmas. I was 19 years old, standing outside my college dorm in the freezing cold when my mother called. At first, I smiled seeing her name. That was my first mistake. "Hey, Mom," I said happily. "I already packed everything. I'll catch the bus tomorrow night." Silence. Not normal silence. The kind that instantly makes your stomach tighten. Then she sighed heavily. "Actually, maybe it's better if you don't come home this year." I laughed nervously because surely I misunderstood. What? In the background, I heard my younger sister Lily crying. Immediately, everything started making sense. Growing up, Lily's emotions controlled our entire household. If Lily cried, everyone panicked. If Lily got angry, plans changed. If Lily felt insecure, suddenly I became the problem. My parents treated her feelings like emergencies and mine like inconveniences. Mom lowered her voice carefully. "Your sister's going through a difficult, emotional period right now." I stared across the snowy parking lot, trying to process what she was saying. "And she says your presence would upset her." For a second, I genuinely thought my chest stopped working. "You're joking." Mom didn't answer. That silence hurt worse than if she'd yelled, because it meant she completely believed what she was saying. Growing up beside Lily felt like competing against someone who constantly changed the rules. When I got good grades, Lily cried because nobody praised her enough. When I won a debate competition in high school, my parents cut dinner short because Lily felt left out. When I got accepted into college with a scholarship, Lily locked herself in her room, sobbing that everyone was abandoning her. Instead of celebrating with me, my parents spent the entire night comforting her. That was our family dynamic. Lily felt emotions. Everyone else sacrificed things to manage them. Still, hearing my own mother tell me not to come home for Christmas shattered something inside me permanently. Where exactly am I supposed to go? I asked quietly. Mom hesitated. "You're an adult now. I'm sure you'll figure something out." Then I heard Lily's voice clearly in the background. "Ask if she's still mailing my presents." And my mother laughed, actually laughed, like excluding me from the family home during Christmas was some harmless inconvenience instead of heartbreaking rejection. I stood there in silence while snow collected on my jacket. Finally, I whispered, "So you're choosing her over me?" Mom sounded irritated immediately. "Don't be dramatic, Claire." Dramatic. That word followed me my entire life anytime I reacted to being treated badly. I hung up before she could say anything else. Then I sat alone on a frozen bench outside my dorm and cried until my hands went numb. That Christmas was one of the loneliest nights of my life. Campus was almost empty. Most students had gone home. The cafeteria closed early. I ate instant noodles in my room while scrolling through family photos online like an idiot torturing myself voluntarily. Matching pajamas, decorated cookies, Lily sitting between my parents opening gifts. One photo nearly destroyed me completely. Lily posted a smiling family picture captioned, "Perfect Christmas with the people who matter most, Red Heart." I wasn't in a single image. Not one. After that, something inside me slowly gave up. Not dramatically. Quietly. I stopped calling first. Stopped asking to visit. Stopped pretending rejection didn't hurt. And honestly, nobody in my family seemed to notice. Years passed. Missed birthdays became normal. Family vacations happened without me. I learned about important events through social media instead of phone calls. Eventually, I transferred schools, graduated, and moved across the country. Distance saved me. For the first time in my life, I built relationships that didn't revolve around earning love conditionally. By 28, I owned a successful event design company in Chicago. I had close friends who actually showed up for me, and a fiancé named Marcus who loved me in ways my family never had. When Marcus proposed, I cried so hard I could barely answer him. Not because of the ring, because someone finally chose me first. I almost didn't invite my parents to the wedding. Honestly, I should have trusted that instinct. But Marcus convinced me to try one last time. Maybe enough time has passed, he said gently. People change. I wanted to believe that, so I invited them. Huge mistake. The second my mother arrived in Chicago for wedding planning, the old family dynamic returned immediately. She barely asked about my life, barely looked at the venue Marcus, and I spent months choosing. Instead, almost every conversation somehow became about Lily. Her breakup has been devastating. She's struggling emotionally. She's feeling very fragile lately. Finally, during lunch one afternoon, Mom laughed awkwardly and said, "You know how Lily gets when attention isn't focused on her." Marcus looked visibly confused hearing that. But I suddenly felt ice spread through my chest, because in that exact moment, I realized my wedding wasn't going to be treated like my special day. It was about to become another family event where Lily needed to be the center of attention, and my parents were going to help her take it. The disaster started the morning of the wedding. I was getting ready with my bridesmaids when my phone suddenly exploded with messages from relatives. At first, I thought something happened to the venue. Then I saw the screenshots. Lily had posted a crying selfie online with the caption, "Some people are willing to destroy their own family just to feel special for one day." Thousands of people saw it before she deleted it. My stomach dropped instantly. Marcus grabbed my phone and frowned. "What is wrong with her?" Before I could answer, my mother burst into the bridal suite looking panicked. "She's very emotional right now," Mom said quickly. "Maybe you should let Lily give a speech tonight, so she feels included." I stared at her in disbelief. "Are you serious?" It would mean a lot to her. Even on my wedding day, it was still about Lily. Then came the ceremony. Lily arrived 40 minutes late, wearing a cream-colored dress so similar to mine, several guests looked confused. And my parents said absolutely nothing. During family photos, she suddenly started crying loudly because she felt alone, forcing everyone to stop comforting me and surround her instead. I watched my own wedding turn into another performance centered around my sister. But the final straw came during the reception. Marcus and I had just finished our first dance when I noticed Lily standing near the DJ booth, holding a microphone. Mom smiled proudly beside her. Then Lily tapped the mic dramatically. I think everyone deserves to hear my side too. The ballroom fell silent, and suddenly I realized something horrifying. My parents hadn't come to celebrate my marriage. They came to make sure Lily remained the center of my life, even on the one day that was supposed to belong to me. After the reception, my parents tried calling me over 20 times. I ignored every call, but one message from my father finally stood out. "We never realized how much we hurt you." I stared at the screen for a long time before deleting it, because people who truly love you don't wait until public embarrassment to notice your pain. That night, Marcus held my